Before you begin, we recommend the following. You assemble the product in the same location you intend to use it. Although most steps can be performed by one person, you will need a second person to accomplish some steps. When removing the packaging, it is helpful to remove the box lid and then to use it to collect all the packaging materials that will later be discarded. You will also want to lay all the parts out where they can be readily available. Leave the product on the box for assembly. Step 1. Tip the treadmill onto its right side. Attach the base ground wire to the base. Make sure that the grommet is pressed into the square hole. Step 2. Attach the wheel to the base, being careful not to over-tighten the nut. Attach the thick and thin base pads to the base. Do not over-tighten the screws while attaching the base pads. Press a base cap into the base. Step 3. Identify the left upright. Tie the wire tie to the upright wire and thread the wire through the upright. Step 4. Hold the left upright against the base, being careful not to pinch the wires. Partially tighten the screws and the washers into the left upright and the base. Step 5. Tip the treadmill onto its left side and repeat the steps that were performed on the right side. Note that there is no wiring. Step 6. Position the treadmill so that the base is flat on the floor. Slide the left and right base covers onto the uprights. Step 7. Identify the left handrail. Insert the wire tie on the upright wire into the bottom and out of the end of the left handrail. Attach the left handrail to the upright. Step 8. Repeat the previous step on the right side, noting that there is no wiring. Step 9. Remove the 2 screws from the pulse crossbar. Remove the pulse crossbar and discard the screws. Remove the 4 screws from the console frame. These screws will be used in a later step. Step 10. Attach the left and right trays to the console base. It may be easier to start the 2 inside screws and then to slide the trays into place before tightening the other 6 screws. Step 11. Important. To avoid damaging the pulse crossbar, do not use power tools and do not over-tighten the screws. Orient the pulse crossbar, then attach to the left and right handrails. Start all 4 screws and then tighten them, making sure that the upright wire isn't pinched. Firmly tighten the 4 screws. Step 12. Hold the console assembly near the handrails and then connect the ground wire from the console assembly to the ground wire on the pulse crossbar. If you do not connect the connectors properly, the console may become damaged when you turn on the power. Step 13. Set the console assembly on the left and right handrails. Make sure that no wires are pinched. Insert the excess upright wire behind the console frame. Attach the console assembly to the brackets on the handrails with the 4 screws that were removed in Step 9. Start all 4 screws but do not tighten them yet. Step 14. Attach the pulse crossbar to the console assembly and firmly tighten all console screws from previous steps. Step 15. Raise the frame to the upright space saver position. Remove any ties from the end of the storage latch. Attach the lower end of the storage latch to the base and the upper end of the storage latch to the frame. Step 16. Make sure that all parts are properly tightened before you use the treadmill.